guys, and welcome on back to She's Diabetic. For those of you who are new here, hello, my name is Andrea. I have been a type 1 diabetic for over 19 years, and this is just a channel all about my life with a chronic condition. How are we all doing? How are we all feeling? I think in the UK I've kind of lost track, but I think we're in week 5 of lockdown, and I'm sorry I didn't post a video last week. I just had a really crappy week. One of those weeks, a couple of those days where I was just like, you know what? I think I need to just step back and take a chill for a second, because I just was having a really bad week. Especially my diabetes. It had been doing so well, kind of. I felt like I was in my quarantine groove, and I felt like my blood sugars were relatively stable, and then last week all hell broke loose and I felt like I couldn't control anything. It was just spikes and falls, spikes and falls. And this week is a little bit of that, but I'm trying to accept more of it. Trying being the operative word there. That being said, today I'm back at it, making another video for you guys, and one that I know has been pretty highly requested. This has shown up in my DMs, shown up in my emails, shown up in the comments section, and it is a what I eat in a day, type 1 diabetes style, of course. I really am so grateful for you guys for joining me today, and I thank everyone for requesting this video, and depending on how this one goes, maybe I'll make more, but really hope that you just enjoy the video for entertainment purposes. Not a doctor. Blood sugar is 136 and stable. Breakfast has been made, and it ain't the prettiest, but this is a chia seed pudding, and then I have a decaf almond milk latte. So to talk you through a few reasons as to why I've chosen this breakfast. First of all, the chia seed pudding. Very easy to make. I make it overnight with 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. I just cover that pretty much to the top of this mug with unsweetened almond milk. I cut up a medium to large banana, put it in there, 5 or 6 Brazil nuts, and a sprinkling of sultanas or raisins, just to kind of add little pops of sweetness throughout. I don't add any sweetener, but you totally can do that, and obviously the options are endless when it comes to the add-ins. The reason I love chia seed pudding is because, first of all, you make it the night before, and then overnight it kind of solidifies. The chia seeds expand from soaking up that almond milk, and it is just like a puddingy, lovely consistency in my mind. Some people aren't fans of chia seeds, so that is a disclaimer there. But the other thing that is great about the chia seed pudding is it is hugely full of fiber, and therefore that lessens the carbohydrate load. And then with regards to my coffee, this is a decaf coffee with a splash of unsweetened almond milk in it. The reason for that is, firstly, caffeinated beverages spike my blood sugar, so I take caffeine out of the equation. And unsweetened almond milk in both the chia seed pudding and the coffee is because that way I don't have added hidden sugars within my milk that spikes my blood sugar. I found, especially when I did drink normal milk, I found the naturally occurring sugars in normal milk, and there are, that would spike my blood sugar. So I've come towards going for unsweetened almond milk because that I find has the least impact on my blood sugar. So that's the kind of thought process behind my breakfast here. And with regards to bolusing for the chia seed pudding, I'm basically only bolusing for the banana and the few sultanas I put in there. The dietary fiber in the chia seeds cancels out any of their carbohydrate content, so don't need to bolus for that. Don't need to bolus for the unsweetened almond milk, and don't need to bolus for the Brazil nuts. So really this ends up being like a 25-gram bolus for my breakfast. No grams of carbohydrate for my unsweetened almond milk, decaf coffee, no bolus needed coffee. That's it. Gosh. Wow, you really do realize, like, making this video, now that I'm talking through all the decisions, you really do realize like how many decisions we have to go through as type 1 diabetics. It's not just like go into the cupboard and grab cereal and whatever. You just really have to consider so many things. I know this, but actually speaking to camera about this is making me realize like just how many decisions go into a simple meal. Wow, a lot of math for the morning. One might say too much math for the morning, but necessary. So I'm gonna eat this and I will catch you guys at lunch. Now it is time for lunch. So I'll share with you what I'm thinking about making. I have got a lot of little odds and ends vegetable-wise, some boiled eggs, and I thought I'm gonna make up some loaded turmeric rice cakes, maybe with some hummus, with some eggs, maybe a couple of peanut butter and banana ones, with a side of some tofu, some peppers. This pepper's getting a little soft, so I need to eat it. So that kind of thing. So here's a fun one. I've made all my lunch and I'm ready to eat, but my blood sugar, you can see all this morning I just have not been able to bring it down, And about 20 minutes ago, I pre-bolused for this meal because I knew what I was gonna make. And we've got 219 side arrow going up. Now, truth be told, I'm not completely surprised about this. I am about to start my period, and for women, that is just a hellish time for blood sugars. And actually, I thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't film what I eat in a day when I'm PMSing because I don't want people to think my control is bad. But then I was like, oh my God, stop. Like, everybody has these days. Everybody has these issues. It's fine. And actually, I think it's really, really important to capture this so that you guys know, hey, it happens to everybody. So that being said, what do I do now? I think I'm gonna wait till I see on my Dexcom that curve going down so that I don't add fuel to the fire, insult to injury, and just create an even bigger number out of that. So I'll talk you through what I've made here and talk you through that, and then we'll find out when I'm gonna eat. Starting with my loaded rice cakes, when I opened that avocado and it was so beautiful, I had to make 2 more because I was originally gonna make 4, but then I was like, no, I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm gonna make 2 more. And when I saw that avocado, I was like, oh my God, miracle of miracles. I also got that avocado on sale last week. Lesson here, you win some, you lose some on avocados. Okay, back to the thing. Avocado, salt and pepper. These ones are red pepper with a layer of hummus and smoked tofu slice. And then these ones each have a boiled egg on them with hummus at the bottom as well. For my extra veggies, I just had the pepper left over and some extra carrots I needed to eat up. And then for kind of a little treat afterwards, I'm gonna have the dairy-free almond milk yogurt. And this has 6.6 carbohydrates per 100 grams. So about 8 or 9 grams of carbohydrate in that. Plus each of these rice cakes have 5 grams of carbohydrate in them. So that's 30 grams for the rice cakes. Let's call it 10 grams for the almond milk. And then for toppings, I will throw in another 10 for like carbs in the hummus, but everything else is relatively carb-free. That brings me to approximately 50 grams of carbohydrate. So when I start seeing that downturn, I will eat. If I was really, really hungry, I might just eat right now and that would be a-okay. But because I'm not really hungry and I know I'm really insulin resistant at the moment, don't want to add fuel to the fire, I'm gonna wait. So I will check back in with you guys when that's come down. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Run up and down the stairs. Maybe I'll edit a bit of this vlog. Okay, success. It is about probably 30 minutes later and I did all the things. I washed the dishes, I took the trash out, I started editing this vlog, I ran up and down the stairs a couple times. I really did all the things to keep my body moving and grooving and try to get this insulin to take effect. And finally, I can see we reached the peak and now coming down. I am very, very happy with that. And what's more, I definitely feel it. I feel that I'm coming down and probably headed down quite quickly. So now is the time I get to eat. Oh my gosh, how good is this gonna taste? The answer, so good. It has been a couple hours. It is now 5:02 and my blood sugar is 100 straight arrow going down. So after lunch, I sort of climbed and then I went out for a walk, and I knew this walk is really going to make me go down, and indeed it did. So I ended up dropping quite a lot, and now I need to eat something. So remember that yogurt I was gonna eat with lunch? I never ate it because I just was not seeing my blood sugar once I ate. Those 6 rice cakes did not come down. It was just kind of staying steady, if not creeping up a little bit. So I was like, I'm gonna save that yogurt for later. So now I'm gonna have the yogurt, and I've got also just a bowl full of berries, raspberries, that I actually really need to eat up because they're gonna go bad otherwise. So I'm just gonna have some raspberries and yogurt, and I'm not gonna bolus for it because I'm going low, so we'll see where that takes me. I know it's always a dangerous game not bolusing for something, but I think this will do me. So let's see what happens. And I'm just editing the vlog that you're watching right now. The vlog inception. Okay, but I should probably eat now because I'm going low. Okay. It's about 7 o'clock and I just got dinner into the oven warming up and got my veg prepped. So let me show you what I'm making. In the oven I have some potatoes baking and some vegan sausages. And then up here I've got some asparagus ready to be steamed. That is gonna be my dinner, and it will take from now about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my bolus calculating into action. Now currently I'm sat at a nice 97 straight arrow. So let's count it up. For the sausages, these are Heck meat-free sausages. They have 2 sausages, 8.7 grams of carbohydrate, you can see there. So for 4 sausages, that will be 16 grams for the sausages. And then when it comes to the potatoes, the asparagus, stuff like that, counting carbs is very easy when something like this is like per 2 sausages, you have 8.6 grams of carbohydrate. Something like this is very easy to carb count. But when I'm dealing more with things like vegetables and potatoes and stuff like that, my favorite app to use is the Carbs and Cows app. That is what it looks like, Carbs and Cows. And then when you click into it, you can see I've got boiled new potatoes up there. But you can search, say for new potatoes, you can see roughly visually what quantity you have of the food item, and then click in and then see, okay, for roughly that amount of boiled new potatoes, that has 39 grams of carbohydrate in it. I think this app is so good. Once I got this app, I felt way more free to eat more plants and veg and less scared of things that didn't have a tried and true perfect nutrition label. So that being said, we've got 16, let's say 17 for the sausages because 0.6. Then for the potatoes, I'm gonna go ahead and say that is about the amount I have there, and that is 29 grams of carbohydrate. And they show you all sorts of other stuff too, by the way, not just carbohydrate. So then I'll just go ahead and add it up. So 29 plus 17, we said for the thing, that is 46 grams. I'm gonna go ahead and dose for 46 grams. The veg and the asparagus is going to be negligible for me, so I'm gonna leave that. And actually I'm gonna have a little bit of tomato ketchup with this, so let's round that up to 50 grams of carbohydrate, which is what I'm gonna dose for now. I'll put in my blood sugar, it's about 5.5 right now. And then we'll dial up 50 grams. I've dialed in my carbs. I've got my food going here. My blood sugar's okay and stable. Yes. And I think I'm gonna start up these asparagus. So I will show you the plate when all is said and done. But I'm very excited about this meal. And there we have it, the finished product. How beautiful do those asparagus look? It might not be like the most fancy looking meal, but I love it. My blood sugar tends to like it too, as does my stomach. And would you like to know something else pretty darn exciting? My blood sugar is 92 and stable. I've got my pre-bolus on board, so I can actually eat when the food is ready, which I'm very excited about. So I'm gonna eat this. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Maybe I'll have a sweet treat after. We shall see. It has been a couple hours since dinner. It's now 9 o'clock and my blood sugar is holding steady at 158. I just made myself a tea. It's this throat comfort tea by Yogi Teas. Oftentimes after a meal, I will go ahead and have some kind of herbal tea or tea for bedtime, that type of thing. So that's pretty normal for me. And then I think I'm going to go ahead, as I'm finishing up the last bits on the edit, have a few of these. These are Chef's Drops. They're just basically dark chocolate chips, and I actually really like eating chocolate chips because you just get like a little bit of that chocolate taste, whereas I know if I were to have like a bar or something like that, I would find it more difficult to like not eat the whole bar. Especially now. And the other thing is, these ones don't have a bunch of sugar in them because they're kind of a dark chocolate, so a little bit more bitter, so you don't need as much. I like just having a couple of these after a meal. Oftentimes I won't even bolus for these because I'll literally have like 2 or 3. So that's probably what I'll do. So there we go. There we have it. That is my day of eating. I hope you guys found this interesting. I hope it was the kind of thing that you're after. If you'd like to see more of these videos, let me know. I'd be happy to do them. Or if you'd like to see something else, pop it down in the comments down below. I just hope you all are having a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. I hope if you are self-isolating, if you're in lockdown, I really hope that you are doing okay and dealing well with the situation as best as possible. It's really tricky. Last week was really, really hard for me, so please know that if you're struggling and if you're finding it really difficult, that you are not alone, and it is totally a-okay and normal to struggle. So yeah, if there's anything else you'd like to see from me, please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I wish you a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. I wish you straight CGM lines, correct boluses, all the rest of it. Hopefully you don't have to wait as long as I did before eating lunch. But most of all, and most importantly, I wish you a happy, healthy mind with it all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon, and cheers from my tea and my chocolate. These are a few of my favorite things.